Hi, welcome to Take 5, where we daily take time to consider the devotional writings and thoughts of Oswald Chamber in his book, My Utmost for His Highest. Today is January 4th, and the focus scripture is John 13 and verse 37. Peter said to him, "Lord, why can I not follow you now?" In my reading of today's devotional, these considerations came to me. A close ministry friend of mine and I were reflecting yesterday of how incredible it is that a 100-year-old devotional book is still speaking with such pinpointed accuracy at our lives exactly at this moment. I'm not stretching the truth. God is using this work to address the spiritual needs of my friend and my lives in areas of immediate concern. I won't take time to go back over the previous 3 days, but upon reaching this fourth day of devotionals, God speaks loudly in giving me directions regarding how I am to proceed into the future. To digress for just a moment, back in 2013, I was sitting in my friend's office and we were giving consideration of my life and what's been going on since 2012 in the wreck. The illustration he used was as if I had boarded a plane for a flight, but the plane was still sitting on the runway, not able to take off due to heavy fog. I knew I was going somewhere, for I was on the plane. I was confident that I would be taking off, but not exactly as to when. But while sitting on the plane, I needed to use my time wisely with Bible study and spiritual development in order to be ready for the flight and destination when it occurred. That is what Chambers is describing here, the downtime before takeoff, waiting. About waiting on God, Dr. Chambers has some fantastic thoughts. He says, when God brings a time of waiting and appears to be unresponsive, don't fill it up with busyness, just wait. The time of waiting may come to teach you the meaning of sanctification, meaning to be set apart from sin and made holy, or it may come after the process of sanctification has begun to teach you what service means. Never run before God gives you His direction. If you have the slightest doubt, then He is not guiding. Whenever there is doubt, wait. Waiting is so hard. It is difficult to not make decisions for God about my life. Yet my history shows me to have a series of bad decisions, one after another after another. My taking charge of my life just about got me killed in February of 2012. God took those events and slowed me down physically so there would be opportunity for me to grow spiritually. Peter, too, showed a rush-ahead attitude that in the end he couldn't hold up under either. Dr. Chambers says it well this was said by Jesus with a deeper knowledge of Peter than Peter had of himself. He could not follow Jesus because he did not know himself or his own capabilities well enough. God knows you better than you know yourself. This counts in so many ways, but for today, I only speak of His braking system, like on a car to slow us down or bring us to a halt. Not all delays are bad. God has perfect timing to get His will done. Watch out for your impulsiveness, which is what I tell me. Don't be a Saul in making the offerings before Samuel arrives. Wait for God's hand to move. But as for me, I will watch expectantly for the Lord. I will wait for the Lord of my salvation. My God will hear me. Micah 7 and verse 7. If you haven't yet read today's devotional from Dr. Chambers' book, I encourage you to do so, for it will enhance the time we spend together. Dr. Chambers' book is available free online for reading and study. I invite you to share here your thoughts from today's reading or ask any questions that you may have. Also, please share prayer requests as well. And now, may God's grace and peace be yours as we seek to live our utmost for His highest. God bless you. Thanks for being in today. See you later.